Welcome everyone to meeting the Peyton admin team. We're excited to have this opportunity to kind of get to know you in a little different way. We are pretty quiet behind the scenes, behind the closed doors, and it's a nice opportunity to be able to present ourselves, make ourselves maybe a little more accessible. But behind every number, behind every dollar, behind everything we do, there's stories. There's families and children whose lives are better because of the work that we do every day.
I go to my cubicle and get my computer started.
I come in and I power up the computer and I power up myself with some coffee.
And get some sort of caffeine so I can get my morning going.
I go and get some coffee.
And get a cup of tea.
I eat. And I always have like our normal people who are here early, so I get to say hi to Kathy and Gina and Dan.
Then I usually go to Juanita's office and check in.
And check my email, check my EWS.
Check the IT room and see how much water is in that bucket. I eat that bucket from the air conditioner that we have to use to keep the IT room cool.
After I grab the coffee, I check my email and do a W-4 entry.
Usually I plan to eat and then I get sidetracked.
I don't think anybody has a typical morning around here.
Walk in with an idea, a plan, but that never seems to materialize.
I usually do a lot of filing and paperwork in the morning and then get started on specific tasks throughout the morning.
So I have the day planned and then things just get turned upside down.
Help with accounts, payable, invoices.
Checking for global cash card pin sets.
I wish there was. Actually, I probably don't wish there was a typical morning.
There's no typical morning.
Every Monday morning, George, Cammie, and I meet.
Kind of look at my whiteboard. I take a look at what I've got up there as far as where I left off.
I think for me, as being a student and being an intern, for me, this is a really big part of my learning as a college student. And so just being in this learning environment for me, getting to talk to different professionals, but also just spend time in a real working environment motivates me.
Yeah, breaks. We take those.
I usually don't take much of a break during the morning hours.
Don't normally take a break, so I try to get up from my desk and instead of calling is to just walk down and ask someone a question.
I often walk either to Starbucks or Thomas Hammer with Juanita, Maggie, and Karin.
Typically I'll go with Karin and Maggie to go grab some coffee.
I get my second cup of coffee at Thomas Hammer.
I'll go to the little store up in, I think it's called the ATAC Variety Store in the plaza.
Often I move my car if I get here too early to park in the parking garage.
The admin team did a fall retreat a couple years back, and we developed a scavenger hunt, and it was just so much fun to work with other members of the team and actually be one of the few that ran the scavenger hunt to make sure everything worked.
I usually work from about 6:30 to anywhere between noon and 3.
So we recover from morning, and then it's like, okay, now I can get to these projects, these deadlines, and then it feels like something else will come up.
After working out, usually I just come and finish up any projects that have been started during the day.
Lots of data entry.
could be anything from posting online articles, maybe assisting Cammie with the project.
Fixing things or, answering questions. And
There's some set meetings that I have every week, but other than that, there's no typical day.
I think the best part is watching people ring the bell. I mean, that is seriously probably one of the greatest motivators for what we do, is being able to see those clients come in and they've worked so hard to get employed, and they finally got that great job and they come in and they ring that bell loud and proud.
Sometimes I go shopping.
After you've been sitting looking at a computer screen for so long, it feels really good to get up and just go wash some dishes, get the dishwasher cleaned up. It's a task that can actually be completed.
I usually, if it's nice outside, I'll pop outside, walk the block a little bit. If it's not so nice outside, hit the skywalk, run a few errands.
More caffeine, and I'll take another break and just go get some fresh air outside.
Knowing that we're helping other people out, and as a company, and what we do benefits people that need help.
Make sure no one's called me, and then I usually again check in with one at the end of the day.
making sure everything's ready to go, that the backups are going to run like they're supposed to, and locking up.
Enter in new global cash card enrollment forms. It's funny that I start my day with that and end with that.
Typically, I try to remember to check our HR phone. We have a HR phone that's kind of the bat phone, we've called it.
Submit my time in EWS.
Enter hours into EWS because I want to get paid.
I switch off the lights, grab the mail, and head downstairs.
Amazing coworkers. You know, it's a rare opportunity, I think, when you're in a position where you wake up in the morning and think, cool, I get to go to work and be with some of the most amazing people that you can imagine.
Working with the admin team, you feel like you're more part of the family rather than just co-workers.
I have a lot of great memories. One was my first experience when we did all of the W2 or W4 stuffing. I did not understand that was such a lengthy process, but it ended up being a really good time.
Well, people have always told me I have a real heart for serving, so I do that outside of work also. I do a lot of volunteer work at the school.
You know, I love this team. The admin team rocks. We are a great team, and that motivates me.
The camaraderie in the office is pretty unique. Everyone is willing to help each other out. Everyone's real nice and flexible.
You guys, the staff here, I mean the people that I work with every day, I love going to work.
I think I like the best is that they're all hilarious and we have a great time laughing.
Please,
What do I do with my hands?
Be good just to hold them down by your side. Yeah, great.
The water cooler talks are the things that just happen by naturally working together. I remember one day where everyone just happened to be in my office and it was just constant laughter just coming out, and pretty soon the DDDBR team was coming in and there was just this mini party in the office.
It's a good place to work, and I consider everyone here my friend, so that helps.
I love working for Career Path Services. I love my job. Even on my worst day, it's still such an amazing place to work.
This is on? Is it on the whole time? They better get out of here.
The north side.
South?
Gosh, I would say that it would crack and go down both sides.
Well, it would have to be the south side.
It doesn't roll either way.
Why?
Because it stays on the point.
Oh. It's not gonna roll down either side because the rooster doesn't lay eggs.
Why would a rooster be on top of a house?